I mean, is there anything to say really other than the fact that we have Sammy Snake on the line with Nerd for King?
Bask in the glory that is a shovel can change everything.
Always a pleasure.
Man, so 64 people watching already. That's a thing. Hey guys, what?
Oh no. It's going quick.
So yeah. That kind of sums up how our week has gone. We got a lot to get to in today's show. I'm so excited to chat with you guys. I had a conversation with Nerd for King and Sammy Snake off air this week. You know, they're just the real deal on so many different levels. I freaking love these guys. But we got like a bunch of tunes to play to kind of get in the mood, as it were. First off, this one I still need to make a new one because our intro for NFT Game Day is some rockets crashing, and they actually landed this motherfucker on its ass, and it didn't blow up. So like, we need a new picture or video, new moving picture. I need more coffee.
Bubble. I'm not the 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 bubble.
So we had this I don't know if you guys noticed, this Yoshi coin drop happened yesterday. It's actually still happening. We're kind of changing the game. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on. But the first level 1 vinyl miner, it's going to be mining Yoshi coins. All that stuff comes later. We're still building all that stuff. So like, when can I mine some shit with this thing? Soon. And by soon, like not soon enough. It's never soon enough. We're still building that stuff out. When I have more to update on that stuff, we will. But this is the actual NFT that you can go and buy. And in fact, we should probably, Jimmy, if you have the link anywhere, I think it's in the Yoshi Telegram that blew the fuck up last night. There's like 300 plus people there. We just opened it like in the middle of the night last night. There's a drop where you can buy these things for $5. I would highly recommend doing it. But check this out.
We all just wanna be the best we can.
What just happened? Don't be like that, YouTube. Come on now.
And not too many people say yes we can. I know we all just want to be the best we can. Me want to say yes we can. Yeah. Not too many people say yes we can. So we all just want to be the best we can. Let me be one to say yes we can.
I mean, that's just so good. I think you're muted, Corey.
Haha. Yeah, we're over 100. I said we were going to get some shit away if we got over 100, and then we're over 100 now. So I'll drop some claim links in there. But we got to do one more. We got to do one more.
Can we just say how good that song is, by the way? Like that song and the song on the coin is like, I played that on stream last night. I just kept playing it. The songs are so good.
Yeah, I mean it's Yoshi drops, man. It's just it's the way it has to be. I mean, none of them are this good though.
No. This is what the people come for.
No.
Just like I needed this. I need this right now in my life. I just like everything else is good. It's all super positive. I just need this fucking song. That's just that. Just so good. Yep.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
I didn't want to say.
Corey's going hard, and everyone is like, Corey.
I think he's like, he's doing one of those like, building it up types of things.
Oh, could you guys not hear anything?
No, we were all humming along
though. And you just nobody told me. They're like, I just let Corey fucking rock out.
I just thought it was funny.
Corey just needs a minute. Oh shit, that's funny. Let's try that again. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm not that sorry though, because I get to listen to it twice. Rock and roll. Hold on, we should do this though. Boink. There we go. Can you hear this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sammy Snake says
It wasn't the zone.
hissing all the time. Sammy Snake says in words hissing all the time. Hissing with a hissing with a Sammy Snake says in words he's hissing all the time. Sammy Snake says in words hissing all the time. Sammy Snake says in words hissing all the time.
Yep.
Hissing with a hissing with a Sammy Snake says in words he's hissing all the time.
Yep. Yeah, so show over. We're done. We just did all the good stuff. I'm kidding. We just did I did see some questions in there. We got a lot of stuff to get to. I'm sure everyone's gonna have all sorts of questions about the Yoshi Drops thing. Which it's okay, because we know exactly what's happening with the Yoshi Drops thing completely. We have a firm, for sure plan that's totally thought out and for sure. You're muted there, Holmes. Just kidding. It's mostly thought out. I'm gonna drop some NFTs though too. So
Can I just say one thing?
yeah, of course you can.
Here's the thing. We're innovators.
Yes, that's true.
So people who are asking for when we're going to have a final product, I'm just gonna say the answer is never, because we're never gonna freaking stop.
Have people actually asked you for that? Could you imagine, like, when is this gonna be done? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know when we're gonna be out of alpha. I mean, I know what needs to be done first before we're out of alpha for the uplift. I know what we're targeting for the beta, but like, it's gonna be a year. I mean, this shit takes time,
Yeah, and I went through the nether to a whole nother rabbit hole metaverse today in my mind that just like imploded on a whole nother level, like shit might get like really crazy. I'm just gonna say that.
I know it is. It really is. I'm actually just I'm gonna send some Yoshi coins over to my pickup truck account so I can create some claim links and stuff. But so because we're at 120, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys, everyone who shared this out. Your karma has doubled just in the whole world. Your karma has doubled just for sharing this out. So we really appreciate that. Not only because it lets people see me and Jimmy, but I get really, really excited when Nerd and Sammy show up. Like more people need to understand what these two guys are doing. And their community, right? Because they'll be the first ones to tell you. So if for people anyone that hasn't seen you guys before, Sammy, like how would you describe what you guys are doing, kind of where you guys have come from?
I mean, the whole thing just comes to like giving back to each other, and the idea came from handing out it's all about getting players started in these games, right? And we built this community, and what we found out is that in the community, as a group, you just have so much talent, and it's unbelievable. It's like, what do you do with all this talent? So that's what we're doing. We're just innovating with the talent that we have, and some of it is just using these smart contracts, and we're just doing everything with the smart contracts. We're learning, and we're using all the people in the community to do all this crazy stuff. We've only been around like a month, and we're just taking over. Essentially, we're just taking over everything.
Legit. I see it, and it comes. I think the reason why it's working so well, and you tell me what you guys think, because you guys would obviously know more than me, but it seems like there's some really awesome guiding principles that sort of organize your entire community, right? Like you're on the uplift, we talk about gratitude practice, we talk about the win-win-win economy. I really feel like a shovel can change everything. If you translate that into a principle, it means like we literally just want to give anybody a start. Like, here's how to get a tiny little leg up so that anybody can actually start to access these games at a level that works for them. Is that accurate?
Yeah, and the main thing that it all starts is crazy blind trust. Like, so my first interaction with Nerd, I see Nerd, he's mining on the alien worlds. He's mining almost like a bot. He's that efficient, right? So I'm like, who's this dude? And he's posting lots of messages on the Discord. So I said, hey, do you want to help hand out some shovels? He goes, yeah. And I sent him 2,000 wax and just said, they'd never spoken to him before. I said, look, 2,000 wax, go away, buy whatever tools you can, get them at a better price.
That's awesome. I think the blind trust thing, we experienced a lot of that at the uplift too. And I think I feel the weight and the magnitude of that personally. I know MBlue does as well, and everybody on our team does. So people really do put a lot of trust in us. And so it's really just on us to over deliver at every possible opportunity for all time. No big deal, right? But it's like it's huge. Like if we say we're gonna do a thing, it's like the Genesis NFTs. We said, yeah, we're gonna release these Genesis NFTs. Like they're gonna do something. We don't know what they're gonna do. People bought them anyway. And those Genesis NFTs, like we hit them hard. We provided tons of value for anybody who bought those for the uplift, right? And then of course their staking value was real good. But it's that kind of thing that little leap of faith. Maybe it kind of speaks more to how communities form too, right? Like there has to be that little bit of trust in the beginning, and then people get to know you or whatever, and then they figure that stuff out.
So how did you come in to be? I don't even know how you came to be in the Sammy Snake community. How tell everyone?
Yeah, you sent me a message. I need help. So I was
how did you even get in the Discord server? I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey.
I think I saw you guys on the Alien Worlds Discord, the land promotion.
Right, okay.
And
the
yeah,
begging
I got
channel.
in. I was like, they're giving away free shit. What? Nah, this can't be. I already had my 2 shovels, and he gave me my 3rd one. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna work for this guy. I'm gonna put my time into this. And just like Sammy said, the amount of talent that we have, but also the amount of hours that people are putting in.
Yeah.
Some people are not sleeping, I think. I'm one of them.
I resemble
So
this
yeah,
comment.
it's crazy. The community has been building up from nowhere to where we are at the moment, and I don't know where it's going, but I would never have dreamed of being here already. It's crazy how everything is. Yeah, it's going so quickly.
Yeah. And I think it's gonna speed up. I can't shake this feeling that we're getting into the knee of an exponential curve now. And I could be wrong. Like that, I could absolutely be wrong, but like I don't think I am.
Like, we're completely fucked. Do you think you don't sleep now?
Yeah. Right. Well, it's just like the class of challenges, the type of challenges, the order of magnitude of the challenges and the solutions you have to come up with are just going to change, right? I mean, we're dropping Yoshi coins at a pretty prestigious rate. We dropped it to almost 30 projects, including our planet, including not all of the wallets for Alien Worlds, but we're going to be dropping to a large chunk of the Alien Worlds wallets. Anyone holding a common above Alien Worlds NFT, we actually talked to them before doing this. There's a lot, right? So the Sammy Snake community, I know you guys have a lot of stuff going on in there, so expect more coins. There's tons of those things going out there, right? And we're going to have it set up so that owning multiple coins, so like basically anyone that if you just got one, you don't know what it is or whatever, by all means dump it on the market. You have no idea what you have, too bad for you. But there, and we're gonna have to analyze all the data, but you're gonna need like a certain amount of these coins in your wallet, and we're gonna target you for drops, right? And we're talking to Atlantic Records right now, and so like down the road, we turn around and it's only a matter of time before we're dropping a collection of a major artist. And these Yoshi coins, if you collected them as opposed to just passively kind of got 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever because you supported these other projects, and we're excited that you supported those projects. That's why I kind of loved how we dropped all this stuff, right? At least everybody gets a little bit of value, even if they kind of don't know what's going on yet. Then the concert's going to go out for free to the people that are holding enough Yoshi coins, right? And of course, those Yoshi coins will be little upliftium mining rigs, right? There's going to be of them, so it's not going to be a whole ton, but this could be some, and we will have done the largest NFT airdrop in history, we think by far. So that's fun. What'd you guys do this week?
Like I was a bit annoyed today, I'll be honest, because I went into Atomic. Like I went in yesterday to pick some up, and the price dropped. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm happy that I picked one up yesterday, but I wanted to pick up some more, and I was using a couple different wallets, and I would click the button and it would say try again, and I would click the button and it would say try again, and I would click the button and it would say try again. And instead of doing the lowest one, I actually had to go to the 5th lowest one because they were moving that freaking fast.
People are buying them like crazy. Yeah. And again, like there's lots more coming out. Like I know like a lot of people have speculated like and started buying them up really quickly or whatever. And we told people like, you've never seen it like this. Like I'm not touching these things for days. I was super clear about that. Right. So, but people are just, FOMOing in hard. And I get it. Right. Like I even know what's happening and I'm almost FOMOing in like way early.
Yeah, I'm buying.
Yeah, well, and so here's the thing too about the vinyl miners and the Yoshi coins. And Blue has this crazy collection of ideas to target the higher mints for stuff. Right. And so those ideas, we're still working on all that stuff. But as a strategy, I'm going to be waiting. The digital miners thing is going until the end of the month, right? That sale's going to be open for 29 days. I'm going to be going in to buy more of those things at the end, right? Because again, we're sort of toying around with all the ideas, but he's just like, no, the higher mints are going to have some value. Like we're going to figure that out. And anytime M Blue says that, I'm like, okay, right? So I'm like, yeah, cool, right? Well, I'm buying those because I know he's going to figure it out. So yeah, like getting a few at least at the end of it is probably not a terrible idea. And again, like I don't know exactly how all that stuff is going to play out, but it's going to be interesting.
I spent my whole day in Telegram today, fielding questions and dealing with stuff. And like, I'm really thankful to all of the other, community helpers. I know he might be in the comments, like Edward was in the Uplift Telegram today doing awesome things, shouting out various people. And I was on the move because I had an appointment, but there was a lot of stuff going on with the Yoshi drops. I'll drop the Telegram thing in the chat later. But if you haven't joined that, join that. There was lots going on in the Uplift art group. But what was interesting is as all of this as all of these things from our projects were colliding, Sammy Snake and the community came up multiple times. And it was really interesting. I think the way that it came up the first time was somebody was talking about, hey, wait a minute. So you're telling me that me and my 3 friends who've been playing Minecraft like hardcore for like 5 years, we could pool our money together and buy a piece of land and whitelist each other so we could be building together? And some of it might have been me, was like, maybe Sammy Snake. Like, I mean, they're doing some pretty cool stuff with the collective. And so like, I think, what Corey said earlier is like, anyone who might not know what you guys are doing, like you're doing a lot of stuff. You started out in the alien worlds, but do you want to just maybe give us a rundown on what you're doing with the Uplift world? Because I think that's really interesting, and I want people to know about that again if they missed it the first time.
So yeah, at the moment we are building up the entire infrastructure. We have multiple people that are responsible for the teaching, because we were recruiting, and the biggest issue we had, and we need that infrastructure for that, is a lot of players want to play the game. They, 1, don't have the game, and 2, they never played the game. So we need to teach all of those players how to play. And we have some of the ambassadors that have been building onto the survival server that we created ourselves on the site to teach them how to play the game. And once they learn the game, they will be going into the Uplift. And yeah, the amount of players that we're gonna allow to go onto the server is crazy.
So yeah, you guys are basically creating an onboarding server for the Uplift.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
And yeah, we also have
so
a lot
good.
of designers that already have the experience, and they will be building all the stuff. They already are a little bit, but yeah, last week they have been focused on the builds in the server itself. We mostly just place platforms of just cobblestone, so we don't touch the lands themselves. So once the designers actually design the lands, we will be placing them on the lands, so the landscape isn't touched. And honestly, having a landscape that isn't touched is something you don't see on your server at the moment.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this too. Like the rails, I think, are going to end up being like, wall to wall. Like, I mean, there's so many amazing builds on the rail now, right? You're just going to be like statue, giant building, statue, giant building. There's just like it's going to turn into a giant sort of thin metropolis, right? Like it's going to be a high density city, which was always the idea. But I didn't see the amount of creativity that's coming. Like I probably should have, but I didn't see coming. Like,
we want to have that open land and to have some buildings and to have, to walk around on a big platform that is entirely ours.
Yeah,
and
right.
We have the land.
Let me show you this, because on I'm at the Uplifters Tower right now. We'll get in there. We'll do some gratitudes here in a minute. I just want to populate in some of this stuff because this is what's going to end up happening, right? Like the rails are going to be high density, tons of builds, and where there are community clusters is going to be like the only open spaces, right? Holy shit, I've never seen this before. What the hell?
It's interesting because I one of my things is I have some land or some rails in Chicken Claw. I ended up getting 3 that were really cool. They had some overhanging cliffs. And I've spent the last 2 or 3 days basically ripping every possible infrastructure that was placed in there by the team out to restore it to its original natural habitat, and bugging Corey about like when is this area going to open? Because like I'm gonna go crazy on the permaculture thing, right? And it's funny because we were chatting about this the other day, and it's like there might actually be a time that like open spaces that haven't been touched, like spaces that are natural, like generated, right? Like that are still like generating fish or still generating pandas. The elusive panda, for example, are the ones that are the most valuable, depending upon the server, right? Like there's always going to be necessity for that build, but like you said, like it's really interesting when you can drop an awesome build into the middle of like, you know, onto the top of a mountain, for example. I mean, like, right? It's really cool. So I appreciate and really dig what you guys are doing there.
The thing is that they think differently. They honestly they think differently because that was their first thought. It's not when we get the land, it's like, right, what do we build? No, they're like, right, we don't want to touch things. We want to keep it sustainable. And I was thinking, bloody hell, these guys, where did they get that extra thinking from?
Right.
And just instantly thinking, picking up, no, we don't want to disturb this just yet. Let's be patient,
thinking longer term. Yeah, I'm so excited about that because so many people are trying to figure out like, oh my God, how do I make money tomorrow? Well, like, that's not really, I mean, maybe you'll figure that out, but I doubt it, right? Like this is going to be around for years, right? Like how do you create a sustainable ecosystem that provides for a long time? I'm so glad that you guys are thinking about that. I know Jimmy does all the time too.
Yeah, our plan is actually to fill up an entire vault. So we have a 50 by 50 plot that is entirely dug out already. We will be filling it up with white concrete entirely. And once that's done, we're going to fill it up with all the items we can find. And once we have the setup done, we will be opening up to the market and we will have all the items, unlimited amounts of them, and we can create a stable market that way.
Hey, that's awesome. I'm excited about that. Yeah, M-Tai was asking about the difference between wings and Yoshi coins a bunch of times. Here's the difference. They were both gifts. They were presents. You're welcome. They're both going to mine up lithium. No, I'm not going to tell you the difference. So enjoy that. You can have them or not.
Different projects. It's that simple. Different projects.
Yeah, and they're both going to mine up lithium. They might mine at exactly the same rate. They might not. And that's all the information that we have to give you on those things that we gave out for free. Just want to throw that out there. So it's just like I'm just like sensing a lot of really kind of intense energy around those things, and we feel no obligation to play with that. That's none of that is us problem. Anyway, but there's your answer. They're different products. They'll both mine up lithium, something presents. Anyway, I'm grateful for frickin' Sammy and Nerd. Legit. And the whole Sammy Snake community, but that won't fit on this side.
I'd like to go next if that's okay. And I'm actually
of course.
I'm going to lead with a regret because I have a regret. I'm kind of regretting the fact that I haven't joined the Sammy Snake community in full capacity yet after hearing what they just said. So I'm grateful for the next. Well, I'm just going to say I'm grateful for when I join Sammy Snake community because it's coming. I need to be a part of that. If you guys are doing that kind of cool restoration stuff or like maintenance stuff, I kind of want to.
Well, wait till you.
I don't want to first.
Yeah, like they're Jimmy, they're fractionalizing shit already. So like let's get these gratitudes done. But you need to tell everybody what you guys just did with Suplift because it's like you guys are just like, oh, we're just a community of nerds. We're like hanging out and helping people, blah, 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 blah. You're doing what Chintai, which is a giant Singapore bank, you're doing what they're doing with actual real estate, but just for people. Like, it's a big fucking deal, if you'll excuse my small bout of French. Anyway, so Nerd for King, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for
sorry.
I'm grateful for for Uplift to exist.
Fair enough. Cowie, what? I can't get a guaranteed immense value from those things that drop for free in my wallet? Some customer service, you guys. Sean, can I get a Yoshi coin for giving you a Suplift? Probably not. Those things are worth a bank. Sorry, buddy. Sammy.
Community collaboration. That's what I'm grateful for. We've got Zillion Gaming in the chat. He did some videos on us in the early days and helped us out a bunch and advises me because I don't know what I'm doing. And he's got the experience. I go to him. He shares the wisdom. Zillion Gaming. Check him out. And also some of the other bigger Alien Worlds communities reached out and said they love what we're doing and offered advice and support. So I just find it amazing that people aren't competing. You know, these big communities, they want to all help. I just can't believe how generous people are. So very grateful for this community collaboration.
Love it. Hey, did you want to drop some names?
Yeah, well, the main one is, he's in the chat, is Zillion Gaming. He is the man, the myth, the legend. He did some videos on us, and he's
Zillion Gaming. Okay, cool.
Yes, he's doing the best content on Wax right now. Honestly, like all his videos are, he explains stuff so well. He comes in from a very reasonable perspective, and the quality of his videos are just amazing. He's going to be the biggest content creator on Wax in like 2 months. All right,
well, Jimmy, I kind of feel like we need to get this dude on the show.
Yeah, I mean, next week would be good. Because I mean, this week's over. So yeah, definitely put us in touch because that'd be pretty awesome. And this is the most difficult thing with you guys. I'm just gonna say it right. Like our thing is that we want to have repeat guests on the show. We want people to know you. We want people to know like what you're doing. The problem is your whole community is awesome. So like we would have like a whole other show. Like that's like, you know, like it's, and I'm kind of joking, but I'm not really joking. Like anyone from your community that is of value to you that you want to put in front of the camera, we're happy to host them for an hour or more. Right?
You
like
guys,
we want to know.
You guys should do the Sammy Snake show on our channel.
Damn. It's gonna be a lot of people.
Seriously, if you guys are even remotely interested in doing that, we would love to host you guys. We're huge fans. Look at this freaking just what's going on? Oh, we're just gonna build this giant fucking railroad.
Well, essentially, we would love to have you host yourselves, right? Like you come in here once a week and interview one of your community or talk about what you guys are doing, talk about what you're building. Like it would be awesome. I mean, you could even, you know, we wouldn't even be there. It'd just be like, you know. You guys doing your thing, and if we were lucky enough to be invited, we would say yes, please, thank you.
And that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
mad points, by the way, for whoever built this for making sure that they didn't break the rail. Like this is good stuff, right? Because you're not supposed to make infinity nonsense things that kind of mess up this rail, so you can get right through the rail. That's really, really good. But then you can get out there. Sorry, I'm off right now. You can go like this. Wee. Whoa. What is happening? I should probably look forward. Yeah. This is cool. Little pond action going on.
But yeah, Sammy, if you're interested, reach out to me or Corey next week sometime, or over the weekend, and we'll get you set up so that you can set up a show and you can do it. You can host it yourselves here.
Whoa!
And we'll set you guys up.
Awesome. Because I stream every day with the lowest quality streams. It's just me on my, just talking nonsense. So it would be good to actually have some other people from the community on, because they just listen to me just drone on about nonsense.
Well, I mean, thing. Well, welcome to YouTube.
But we just got so many awesome people. It'd be nice to expose and see,
right? Yeah, and seriously, we'll pick a time for you guys if that's cool with you guys, and you can even use this system to do it.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah,
and again, we're hoping that you'll come back next Wednesday, because I think next Wednesday for Media Moguls we're gonna have community roundtable. So we want you and a few other people as well that have communities. So So people will know you well. But I shout out as well, we're all over the place, but that comes with, comes with the job description, I think, these days. A shout out to a couple people in Telegram today, because they kind of cracked me up. They actually made a point to come in Telegram, and they were a little bit worried, and they kind of apologized, and they said, I left the game and then I came back, and something was destroyed. I had a fire and there was a big hole around it. And I tried to repair the rail, but I don't know how red torches work because I'm kind of new to Minecraft and I don't know if I did it right. And like, I'm kind of freaked out. And like, I just thought that was awesome because here's the thing, right? Like, if you come in and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I tried to fix it. We're not going to ban you for that, right? Like, we're not going to ban you if the rail doesn't work because, some mob blew it up, right? Like, we're not going to
freaking mobs
help you, right? Like, just like, it's just like what Corey was saying before, like this, perpetual motion machines and things like that. I mean, you'll get a warning.
Well, and this, like,
we're happy or not, right?
Right. This is really important. Notice what happened. This is like a fairly long little roller coaster, right? But it's not a perpetual motion machine. This passes completely all of our rules, right? Like it was super long. It was also super fun, right? But it doesn't just go in a circle, right? So people can't game the reward system. But by all means, come to this plot. It's just off from Smart Digital Payments, and it's off from Uplifter's Tower. Come and ride this bad boy. It's pretty good. I like it. And there's balloons. What is this whole situation?
So, if you were paying attention to the cover image as well of this, of this YouTube video, you saw a pretty kick-ass Japanese temple, which is pretty cool. That's actually a Sammy Snake community build, I believe. So yeah, where are you guys? Because you guys are doing something. I thought you were doing something pretty cool in Chicken Caw, right? Like, where are you guys? Where are you located? What have you got going on in the game?
So yeah, at the moment we're completely north. We're trying to get as many lands there as
Whoa.
possible, and we're actually filling
It was
up
you that outbid me at the last moment. Damn you!
Yeah, we outbid a lot of people, but we have every land that we have, every NFT, we're putting a 50 by 50 cobblestone platform on top of it, and we're putting a cocoa bean farm, a carrot farm, weeds. We have some cows up there, some sheep, and we're just making sure that there's everything to farm that is, possible to farm infinitely. And we will make sure that we get those resources as much as possible, put them in the vaults, and make sure that we have an infinite amount of them.
Are you guys on that center rail with that temple, like way up on the top of the mountain? Is that you? In the north, right on the central rail, there's this massive tall mountain with like a Japanese temple on it. Is that you guys?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not us. If you come from Spawn and you go north, it's at the right side.
Ah, you're not so far from my little plot up there then. That's nice. That's cool. Yeah, I'm doing a natural thing. Let's collaborate. There's like I got like 2 lakes and a bunch of it was a really small plot. So I'm not that side, but I think I know where you are. And yeah, so let's hang out. Let's have like a bonfire or something sometime.
Yeah, we're very hyped.
I feel like I haven't been here in months.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of builds that are popping up every day. You see a new build.
Oh, by the way, Corey, there's something I'm gonna do next week that's gonna blow your mind. Like we're gonna totally reinvent the way that I write so that I don't have to write anymore. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Okay.
Because I don't have time to cover any of these builds. We don't have time. So we're gonna change the paradigm, and you guys are gonna. Some of you are gonna love it, and the ones that love it, everyone is going to love your builds. I'm just gonna say that. Leave you hanging like you leave us hanging.
It's like a Lad City outpost. Yeah, no, that's good. I would recommend if you're doing any builds like this at all, you have to talk to the Hustle House on Twitter or here on Telegram. Bees, yay! Because he is doing 100 initial builds NFTs. There's a project that I actually wanted to spearhead myself, and I don't have any freaking time, so I gave it to him. He's going to do a much better job of it anyway, so it's going to be awesome. And it's going to be pack sales of 100 of the first builds in the uplift, of which, for example, this should be one. And it doesn't have to be like super amazing builds. It could just be like a really beautiful picture of like a little house on a lake if you want. Obviously, Lad City should be part of it. I haven't been down here in a while either.
Dude, I so don't want that job. I'm really happy that he's doing it because I don't want to do it because I don't know how I would narrow it down to 100. I mean, like,
I mean, again, it's probably going to be the 100 best ones that come in quickly. So don't wait. And I think he's going to do a bunch. Like we could, in a couple of weeks, we're going to be able to do 100 builds from, CK, for crying out loud.
Don't quote me on this, but I think it's the 20th of June is the deadline to have those in for the first round, but I could be wrong. And actually, I'll be on the Hustle House channel next Monday, I think. 9 p.m. my time, 9 a.m. my time, so it'll be like p.m. their time. So we might get some spoilers over there on that channel, which will be fun.
I mean, what?
Hey, are you guys only in Chicken Cod? You have builds somewhere else?
At the moment, we only are in Chicken Car.
Okay. That's a bit freaky, actually. I like it.
We're gonna take over Chicken Car.
I mean, I'm okay with that as long as you don't. Yeah, I'm okay with that as long as you don't Well, yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want. Just remember that I'm happy in my little humble existence, and I want to be your friend.
No, we've been working together with a lot of people on the server already. I've been saying every day to people to help everyone, but I don't even have to do so. It's amazing the work that everyone is putting in, and everyone is starting to know us on the server also. If you don't know us yet, it will come soon, but we're helping everyone. It's crazy. We're looking for the second panda on the Chicken Car. We have one already, but it's
what?
Yeah, we hope to find the second.
That's one of my favorite Telegram Chicken Car community conversations. Actually, I've been part of that. Zestro was a part of that as well.
We have one.
And I think and so for people who don't know, why do you need the elusive panda? What can you get from the elusive panda?
Yeah, we need the slimes. The pandas create slimes, and you need it for redstone constructions. If you want to create a vault and to have the vault open up and close again, you need those sticky pistons.
Right.
I mean, I kind of feel like I'm gonna have to get a boat and try this out.
Is this the racetrack that was on the Telegram?
Yeah, right. I think Corey might not know about that. I don't know, but it's pretty awesome. There was a whole afternoon event scheduled around this by whoever built it.
So good. This is the way, guys. Find something fun and goofy, and then get holy shit.
I know, right? It's guys, so it's flying.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh, this is fun.
Right?
Oh, man.
I mean,
there's going to be so many of these. I'm going to have to build one of these things now and then give out NFTs to the winners or something.
It's very nice created.
Right? This is so good. Also, I suck at driving a lot.
You drive a go-kart like me when I was 6. I crashed a go-kart.
Come on now.
That was pretty fun. My dad laughed. My mom freaked out.
Whoa. Whoa.
But we are very hyped. If the PvP comes on and there is a second world, we're gonna be taking over that world.
Nick won't let that go. Oh, it's like a hairpin turn.
We really hope that's coming.
It is. Nick's not gonna let it go until it happens. All right. And we've got so many fun ideas around it. And we were actually, you guys came up when we were talking about it because
we're gonna take that world over. It's gonna be a schedule, and if you're in the hours of Snakey's community, you're gonna die. There's no option.
I mean, right? This is hard. This is
it's a tight corner.
The beginning, you're like, oh, everything's fine. This is easy. Clean up your boats, you frickin' degens.
Right? It totally is. This is and this is the first of many.
Right? This, kudos to whoever. I'm sorry, I forget your name because I remember I saw your post. Oh, geez, don't fall off. Don't fall off. This is amazing. This is smart. I like this a lot. I
Like,
suck at it. Sorry about that. Everyone's probably getting really dizzy.
You get 12 of these together, and you've got like a golf course race day.
Oh man,
Sorry, 18 of those. Sorry.
Keeps on going. It's crazy.
Yeah. This is on like one. I don't even think this is like. I think this might be 100, but I think it's a 50 plot. Can you imagine if it was a 50 plot? It seems a little bit big for that, frankly. But and then it goes in the water. Yay!
Yeah, we already have some redstone designers, and we hope to find more of them, of course, because that's gonna be a huge thing. Creating redstone designs to make events.
Wow. Yeah. That was hardcore. Yeah, that's definitely bigger than a 50, but still, like, well done.
So this is
I wonder how much they could sell that for now, if they wanted to. Like, I wouldn't recommend it, but like, right? Like, and it even goes over. Oh, they own this one too. They have to own this rail too, right?
Yeah, because they wouldn't be able. Yeah, they wouldn't have over under it.
By the way, I highly recommend going to laxvirtuallands.com. Our friend Dre is making something really incredible. So of course he built a Jaeger because that's fun.
I'm pretty excited about next Wednesday when we do this community leaders roundtable, because one of the things that I really like is that all of these communities in here are focused on different things, and they're all focused on bringing value in their own ways, the ways that they know how. And right, like it seems like your focus is not only like the collective ability for people to come in and hang out and play, and get their hands dirty, but also that gamification, in-game kind of thing. And I really like that. I'm really stoked to see just how this plays out. Right, like I'm sure it's going to play out wonderful, but I'm probably still going to be blown away. I
mean, it's the Ken Bozak.
You gotta love Ken.
It almost looks 3D, right? Like, it's really good.
In my opinion, that's the most amazing build. I love pixel art.
I can't see the Generios mouth.
Yeah, I can't lie though. Just so you guys are aware, I magicked the fuck out of that when I like. So it's like the people that are actually doing pixel art, I don't want credit for that because I did it digitally. It's not. It was just there's a program for that. It's cool, but again, there's people making that stuff from scratch because it's the only way you can do it now.
Yeah.
By the way, those like street art, like 3D street art photos where like half of it's on the ground, half of it's on the wall. So speaking of like good friends and awesome pixel artists, the NFT Graffiti Kings did one on a rail plot that is basically half on the floor and half on the
oh really
on the wall that was cut through. Sorry, I think they created it in front of the rail, but like it's really cool. It's really well done.
Screenshot there didn't happen.
Hey, what's that? Food Moms.
Food Moms. I have no idea.
I mean, it's not what you feed your Digimons, is it?
Whoa! Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Joachim was telling me I had to get over here to check this out. Welcome to 01 Capital, land of the giant dome.
That's
what? Yeah, he made a giant city and then he built a giant dome over it because why not, I guess.
I mean, one of my favorite comic books when I was a kid was made by Vallon, and it was called like Rai, the Samurai Soldier or whatever, and it was like this futuristic thing where like Japan had been like domed over and like taken over by robots, and him and Magnus Robot Fighter used to like, it was a weird Terminator thing. This reminds me of that, actually. It's really bizarre. I like it.
It is huge.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Nailed it. Looks like he's still working on it. Wow. This is bananas.
If I can stream for just 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how to do it. It's my first time.
Just click that middle share button.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
think I found it already. Yeah.
Natural.
So yeah,
This
the
Ooh.
team has been
Tom?
working on this. No, this is inside our survival server. So we're gonna make a little path, and at the end of the path, you're gonna get access to the server. And
That's awesome.
yeah, we have little signs everywhere that explains all the stuff. So you can cut trees, the explanation how to cut trees, what you can do with it, how to harvest, and yeah, they're just putting up even the recipes.
It's like
And-
uplift driver training.
Yeah,
I love it. That's awesome.
we're still working on it, but
It's so
yeah,
good.
it's just a path, and at the end of the path, you know everything you need.
Yeah, that's
So we can literally put 200 people into it and go ahead, and yeah, you don't need every time to explain it individually.
this really is next level, by the way. Like
Yeah.
this is a okay. I'm gonna declare it right now. To all of you people who are building out there, to all of you people who are doing amazing things, to all of you people who have been, putting your time into all of this awesome shit. That's great. By no means does this disrespect anything that you do, but I would like Corey to declare this when it's finished, the first official Uplift World heritage site, because that's how awesome it is.
Have you been to Cathedral 1.0? Denied.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And this
fair
isn't
enough.
even in the uplift. Don't get me wrong. You guys are amazing.
Fair
This is
enough.
in the uplift.
This is in the uplift?
Chicken cow.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is holy shit.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and
Straight
fair-
up mind out. Greg would be so proud. He actually made one of these he made like a bit of a cave under Cathedral 1.0. He's like, oh, it's cool, and like made it or whatever. And then for Cathedral 2.0, made like a massive version of it. It is not this big. That's what she said. Oh,
But yeah, we have the nether portal over here, and everyone is just dropping their stuff in the hoppers. We have rows of chests and hoppers, and everyone just stores it in here at the moment. And yeah, once it's done over here, we are gonna put everything
great.
in this vault, and it's gonna be massive.
The best thing ever is like on the Telegram, these screenshots started popping up, and people are going, "There's loads of these chests and like these big platforms. What's going
They're
on?"
cheating.
And then, no, but they went to have a look, and they're like, "Well, let's read the signs. Let's read the signs." So, who are these people? They're massive. And it's just the beginning of the
Well, and
infrastructure part.
this is the thing, right? Like at the end of the day, and we talked about this in reference to the PvP world, right? Like and there's a lot of technical hurdles or whatever, but what we were thinking was we drop everyone random, naked and afraid. You don't get to bring anything in at all, and you have to mine whatever you can mine out. Then you have to bring it to the middle to get it out, right? It'd be like a portal out. So, and you could of course take that to survival maps, right? So gratitude or chicken car or what have you. And like the first thing people started thinking, like, well, you can't have like, because you're gonna have roving bands of like marauders and pirates around the center. Like, yeah. So what do you do with that? You have to get a community together to go mine together. You're gonna need guards. You're gonna need to basically go in as a group. And if you don't, you're gonna get jacked. Sorry. Like that's I don't know. Anything that has community action at such a high level, I just love it. I think and the Sammy Snake community is like prepared.
I think I know where you are. Go to the corner and look over, because I think I jumped off this platform once after I came and visited you. There's like a big other corner, maybe like other side. There's like a big. It's an amazing jump. It was like, I don't know. I can't say, but it might be the opposite side. But I think I look at one of these platforms. But it looks like there's a few there, so I might be.
Scary.
Yeah, we have 22 platforms up at the moment.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
Gonna
are
make
just,
it.
guys are just making waves.
That's great.
So I'm gonna show you the farms. We also have some farms up already, but we first needed the resources for it, so it was a bit delayed. I just love these elevators.
Yeah, me
They're
too.
up in no time.
Yeah, it's super fast.
So this is the design we're gonna use. It's a bit dark. And yeah, you can see all the carrots. We're gonna put up a tree
This
farm.
is the thing, like when you
there.
have dozens of people that want to come in and hang out with you,
I know. Like
right?
I'm trying to
You
restore
can
land.
get shit
Oh,
done.
that one is up.
I'm trying to restore land by myself, and now I'm like just jealous.
Yeah, I got into the
having
Swineland thing. Greg's like the Our Planet land upgrades are going to go live fairly soon. I think probably Monday at the latest. But again, it's going to go live when Our Planet is done the upgrade count. So unfortunately, we can't control any of that stuff. But we've been talking about it a lot this week. We're kind of getting close. And so I tested the first NFT that we upgraded. I tested it out in Swineland to make sure that it worked. Right, so I just got in there and was messing around. And just by myself, there was only one tree on there, and so I chopped it down and got some tools, and like you're kind of hoping that like a sapling's gonna drop off the leaves and stuff, and it didn't work. It was super sad. And it was only one tree, so now I have no trees. Freaking survival's hard, man. Unless you have a crew, you gotta have a gang. So yeah, I need to get some permissions for CK next time we do this show together. We just do it there. I think we should all just go and hang out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's just what you guys are building is amazing.
We're gonna start building the Suplift Academy, like you guys said, and yeah, that's our first project. We gotta get that Suplift Academy up.
Yeah, right. I think that's gonna be good stuff. I want to actually, you know what? It reminds me too. It's pretty funny. The scholarship thing you guys were talking about. So Tuttle, our head dev, was part of the Axie Infinity community, and of course they did a lot of that scholarship type thing to sort of onboard new people. And she's been thinking about that, I think, a lot. So I think it'd be really cool to kind of collab with you guys on what you guys are doing and see if there's any way that the Uplift itself can kind of help you guys and then make that a model that other people can follow. So I think it's going to be really cool to have that as another onboarding ramp. Yeah. Indeed. All right, guys. I told Dan Blue that I would go and hang out with him and do a quick video about Yoshi drops. So we're gonna have some more information coming out about that for a while. Again, like they're still dropping, so and they still probably will be for a while, which is insane. But yeah, Nerd and Sammy, we freaking love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on and for bringing the dumb song that I love. I seriously like just 45 seconds of like, this is like a dumb joy song. It's just what I needed today. It was really good.
Are you going live or are you pre-recording?
No, we're pre-recording because he wanted to get about 5 minutes of info and then do his like smashy cut down to 2 minutes just so we can do like a what the fuck are Yoshi coins kind of video situation.
But yeah, that's cool because then I can ping myself. I'm actually gonna go live with Sean for our to Obscurity and Beyond in 45 minutes or less on the channel within the next.
Has it ever been less than 2 hours, that show?
Yeah, I mean the first one was the best, and I think we were like an hour and 15 minutes. It just keeps getting longer from there.
All right. Cool.
But yeah, thanks for coming, and we hope to see a lot more of you on this channel. From the other side of the camera where you guys are just doing your thing, and we can sit back
legit pick a time and like let's hop into some DMs, and the second you guys want to start that, let's make it happen. Awesome. And you can just book. Sure. You can book this platform, book our channel, do the Sammy Snake show. I'll fucking tune in because I'm really excited to see that, right? And just like talk about all the builds that you guys are doing, any projects you guys are connected with. I mean, you guys will be able to, I know you guys will be able to build stuff for ages. So I think that'll be tons of fun. Cool.
Thanks for having us as always, guys. Always a pleasure, never a chore.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye.
Do the chop.